Hey, 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 welcome to Talk Tuesday. Today's topic is your life needs. Your financial life needs maintenance, not motivation. We think we need. Hey, thank you for hopping on. I was clicking the start my live button. It wasn't working at first, so I'm glad you hung around because I'm 1 minute late. So thank you, thank you, thank you. So we're going to be talking about why our financial life needs maintenance, not motivation. This is a good one. I have some really good points to touch on. Number three is a good one, so hang tight for number three. You don't want to miss that one. And this month we're continuing. Hey, this month our focus is financial pressure, growth, and the next level. So this topic is very important for that. So hang tight. Hi, thank you for tuning in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so let's get into it. So, what do I mean when I say your financial life needs maintenance, not motivation? Because our finances are just like when we're trying to lose weight, right? When we get started, we're motivated, we're on it. All right, I did this. I'm excited. I've got my plan. I'm going to work out this day. I'm going to eat this. I'm going to go shopping. I'm meal prepping. Like, we're thinking about that. And that's how it is with that's how it is with our finances. Okay, I set my savings goal. I set my money to transfer automatically to my savings account. I've created a budget and things like that. Just like with weight loss, same with your finances. When something happens, there goes your plan. Everything's gone, you're done. You'll come back to it. You'll come back to it. And then most times you don't come back to it for a while. And then when you come back to it, you have to start fresh. You have to start over because so much time has passed that you've lost what you've gained when you originally started. So everything in life needs maintenance. So you have to think about it. Relationships. Are you going out? Are you talking to each other? Are you spending time with each other? That's maintenance in your relationship. Just like with your finances, are you looking at it? You know what I mean? You have to look at it. You have to check in, just like with your health. You're going to the doctors, right? Your job, you're doing trainings at work. They don't just give you the job, like, all right, you got it. Keep on going. No, you have trainings. You learn more or you get refreshers. So just like your finances, you have to, once you've got it together, you set your goals. Now you have to keep going. You have to check it. You need refreshers. Okay, now maybe I need to learn something new. Maybe something changed. Maybe the way they're doing something that I already knew how to do is different. So then you learn, what's new because you want to stay up to date so you can have the best progress. So you need the maintenance, not just the motivation. Motivation is going to get you started, but you have to keep going. That's why we have to have the maintenance. So let's go over 5 signs that you are relying on motivation and not maintenance. So, number one, the big one for most people, you keep starting over. You're starting over and over and over. This is my month. This is my month. You're motivated because this is your month. Okay, you're serious this time. You're finally going to do it, and I'm going to stay on top of my finances. And yeah, you planned. You create that plan. You're on it, and then what happens? You're starting over again. So the problem isn't that you don't know what to do. It's that once you start it, you don't stick to it. How many budgets have you set? How many financial goals have you created? How many times have you started over? It's not that you can start, it's if you can continue. You have to finish. Keep going with the maintenance. Instead of starting over, that could be your maintenance point. Okay, so before you give up or throw it away and say, like, I'm done, you know, that's the time to look. See what's happening right now. See what I can do. What happened from the last time I looked? Don't let so much time go by. Okay. Number two, another one. You only focus on your money when something's going wrong, or when something's going wrong. Ultimately, when your bank account's low, when you got an alert, like, oh, let me log in. Hold on, let me see. you know? Hey, a few. Yeah, only, when it gets low, when a bill is due, maybe you got an alert that, hey, your automatic payment's getting ready to come out. So then you want to check. That's when it's important and that's when I'm focusing, or an emergency happens. Um, that's when you're looking. You're not paying attention to it. You're not checking your finances. You're not looking at your statements. You're not looking at receipts. I spoke about receipts in the past, and I will speak about them again. Looking at your receipts is very important. Very important. Not only just seeing what you spent or how much you spent, but what did you buy? How much did it cost? Comparing it to how much it cost last I don't say last year, last time you actually picked that up from the store, because that will help you to update and correct your budget so that, let's say something costs, $20 last time, the next time it costs, you laughing, something costs $20 the first time, next time it's 25. Well, that $5 could make a big difference on your budget. So it's important for you to notice things like that. So when you're planning for your going to the store, the grocery store, the next go around, okay, maybe I needed 250 on my last budget. Now I need 300 because a lot of things increase. So I need to have that cushion. Planning ahead. Now, let's say your groceries go over 300, you're more prepared than you were if you had went in thinking it was going to be 250, or if you only took 250. And that's a problem too. A lot of people think that their budget's supposed to be the perfect budget. No budget will be perfect because life happens, things change, but you can work to be the most prepared that you can be. So that's the most important part about that with your finances. You got to check it, just like when you go to the doctors. Um, you don't you don't only go when you're sick. Well, some people might only go when they're sick, but that's like with your finances, only checking when something's wrong. Just like going to the doctors only when you're sick. Oh, I'm okay. I'm all right. I know it's all right. I know everything's okay. Just like your finances, and you look in your accounts negative $250 or something like that. Just like if you go to the doctors, you wait until something you think something's wrong, and then you're going and you find out, like, something really is wrong. So do not focus only during a crisis and when something's wrong or something seems wrong. Now, the next one I have, you stop when your progress feels slow. That's a big one. That's the one I told you to hang tight for. So a lot of times we expect things to happen so fast. This one gets a lot of people. Oh, let me look at the comments. The comments rolling in. Making a list and knowing how much I have to spend helps me a lot. That is very good that you're making a list, because that's good, because that's going to help you to not go around and just be like, oh, give me this, give me this, give me this, give me this. You're looking for those specific items. You're able to see what was important. You're able to see what you thought about before you even went to the store, versus if you just walk to the store and walk down every aisle. But then you're going to spend way more because you're seeing stuff you weren't even thinking about, something that most likely you didn't even need. So that's good that you make a list. And let's see, looking for savings such as coupons and rebates. That's a good one too. Coupons, don't be too big for coupons. I love my coupons. Okay, because you think about what you save, you can use that money somewhere else. Going to the store. When I go to the store, I am checking right at the register. I'm scanning. I'm looking. My phone's not high enough, you can't see it, but I'm looking. I'm checking for coupons. I'm scanning things at these stores now. You have to clip your coupons. I'm clipping as I'm walking, or I'm clipping beforehand. I'm all about savings because, number one, things are costing more. So those savings or those coupons might actually bring it back to how much you were paying the last time you went to the store. So it's important to use those coupons. Don't be above those. That's extra money. Why would you waste money? You're being too cool for the coupons, costing yourself more money. Take them a couple minutes to see where you can save. Look at their circular when you come in the store. Some things you don't even need a coupon for. Some things you have to buy these two things together to save. Guess what? Those could be two things that you actually need. So take a look. See what's out there. I love coupons. Yes. Yes. I love when I save on something that, I was going to buy anyway. So I have money available to do other things. Maybe I want to get something extra, or maybe I want something outside of that store that I was saving for or I didn't have enough for. And guess what? Here it is. So definitely get those coupons. So I don't know, jumped off my what I was talking about. But I was talking about stopping when progress feels slow. So we start saving. We've got our debt payoff plan. Um, we are working on it. We're serious. We have our budget, and we looked at it, and after a few weeks of the savings, or after a few months of paying off that debt, and it's like I don't see enough progress. This savings isn't growing fast enough. I've been doing this for 3 months, and I only have $300. Guess what? It's more than you had 3 months ago. Or paying down debt. Dang, I've been paying this debt off so long, and I just feel like I have the same amount that I had before. That's a hard one because you're paying that money, you're losing that money, you're not getting that money back, and you don't see it. But that's where you got to stay strong, because when you're making your payments, most of it's going to your interest. So to help yourself in that area, pay more than the minimum. That way you're actually getting to more of the principal, because paying the minimum, most of it's going to your interest. So interest is coming back every single month. So if you're only paying that, you're not getting to what you actually borrowed. For say if it's a loan, or what you ever actually borrow with a credit card, you borrow money too. So same way, same thinking. What you spent on that card that you borrowed from the company, whichever company you have a card with, paying the interest is a fee that they are charging you to use their money. So you're just paying them fees every single month, but not paying back what you actually used of theirs. So you have to pay it off quicker so that you're not paying them way more than depending on how long it takes you to pay it off, you're paying back what you've gotten from them or borrowed from them double and triple time over, because you're doing it so slow, or you're still sliding and haven't paid it off. So it takes time. Progress sometimes feels like it's like slow, and sometimes it is slow, but you got to hang in there. That's like, let's say, let's say you have a garden, right? And you're planting your stuff. You don't a month later pull it out the ground and say, "Let me see, is it growing? Is it growing?" That's just like your finances. With your garden, you're going to continue to grow it. With your finances, you should continue to work towards it, continue to add to your savings, continue to pay off that debt. Learn more so you can do things that will help you see your results quicker. And depending on how things are going, what you can afford to put in your savings or what you can afford to pay off, it may take time. That's okay. Progress is progress. Progress is progress. Allow yourself to have progress. Don't give yourself progress and pull it back because you've given up. My next one I have, celebrate starting more than continuing. Like I said earlier, I got my budget. I created a new budget. I've got all my goals. I have this financial goal, this financial goal, this financial goal. Um, I'm starting over. I've got this. I'm going to do it. And telling the world, telling everybody, saying it to people, post it online, and celebrating that. But continuing, that's what we should be celebrating, continuing. That's not the exciting part. That's the part like, oh, I gotta look at these finances again. I gotta look at this stuff again. I gotta make another payment on that credit card. Although I'm feeling like I don't see anything, that is what you have to do. That's the hard part. So celebrate continuing. Make that a goal for yourself. Like, okay, I'm going to make sure as many people as I told I created my budget, that's how many people I'm going to tell that I still have my budget in 30 days, in 60 days, in 90 days. And that could be your accountability. That could be your accountability. That could be something that keeps you going, because you'll tell a lot of people that you started your budget. But how many people will you tell that you stopped it? None. So they'll think that you still have that budget or you're still working on it and things are still going good, when really it's not, because you haven't said anything. So be loud with continuing with your finances, just like you're loud with I started, you want people to be happy for you, they're gonna be just as happy, if not more happy, that you kept going. So share that with them. Keep going so you can actually share that. Celebrate that consistency. The last one I have is you forgot financial growth is ongoing, which kind of ties into what we just spoke about. People think that it is just, I do this, I created that budget. All right, I'm done. I got it. I got this budget. You see this budget? I have this budget. You know, there goes my finances. I got it. I'm doing it now. I'm gonna pay this debt up. I'm gonna build this savings up. I'm gonna build this credit up. I'm gonna go buy this, get this car, all this stuff. But you have to maintenance. You have to perform maintenance. It is ongoing because your income's going to change. Your bills are going to change. Your expenses, for instance, your groceries, your cable, things are going to change. Your goals are going to change because as I would tell any of my clients, once you reach this goal, now you're setting your next goal. We don't keep doing this goal over again. No, now we have to push ourselves to do more. This is wonderful. This is a celebration. We are proud of this, but all right, now let's go higher. And let's go higher. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. So it's ongoing. So another example could be of keep going around your house. Let's say you're clean up around your house. You don't clean up one time and never clean up again. You're going to clean up, and then maybe the next week you're going to clean up, or maybe in a couple of days you're going to clean up, depending on how many people are in your house and what's going on. You're going to keep cleaning up. You're going to have the maintenance. This is similar to our finances. We need to check our bank account, check our credit cards, check our budget. How do we do? Did I really make as much as I wrote on my budget? Did I spend as much as I wrote on my budget? Did I spend less? Knowing that there is a difference will help you to adjust and figure out what you need to do with that difference. If it's maybe you had less money available than you needed, you can plan accordingly next time. Plan accordingly next time. But if you had extra, amazing and a better feeling, but then you can still plan accordingly. So I hope this chat helped you to see how important it is to maintenance your finance. Your finances need maintenance, not just motivation. The motivation gets us started. The motivation has us going. We're excited. But a lot of times when that motivation is gone, when we're not no longer motivated because maybe we're not seeing what we want to see so fast, we lose it. We give up, which takes away what we were so excited to start for. Not the motivation, but what had us get started. So keep up with your maintenance. Set up schedules. Schedule like maybe this week I'm doing this with my finances. This week I'm doing that with my finances. This week I'm doing this. Set that up so that you're able to keep going, and that maintenance will keep you on track. So I'll leave you with some reflection questions as always. Number one, where do I keep starting over? When you think about your finances, at what point do you stop and then have to start over each time? At what point? It did setting I believe that comment might be from when I was talking about setting up what I'm going to do with my finances this time, setting up with what I'm going to do with my finances this week. Good information. Thank you. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. But I hope this is encouraging you to literally have maintenance. I knew what you meant. Have maintenance, or do maintenance on your, I don't know how that sounds, do maintenance, but you go back and check up on your finances. Don't just, those are how 90% of budgets fail. I'm just making that number up, but just a lot of budgets fail because you create it and never look back at it. I actually have a video on my in my store where it's a replay of 10 times when you are to update and adjust your budget. Go check that out. Go to enhancingyourfinances.com. If I was thinking about that, I would have had the link ready for you. But go and watch that video. Go watch that video. You need to know it's things that you don't even think of, like, oh, okay, when that happens, I should be. So I tell you, when to adjust it, like what's happening, why you would adjust it at that point, so you understand and it makes sense. Another reflection question. What financial habits disappear when life gets busy? What am I doing with my finances? But when it gets busy, I'm not doing. What is that thing? So think about that thing for you. Think about that. All right. So I say I give you a little pause for you to think about it. But I leave you with that. You know, finances aren't about just the bad days. You have to look at your finances on the good days, when you're tired, when you're busy, when things are happening. Check back with your finances. Um, I do want to say, I did tell you last week, I do have my link together for my anniversary event. So that link is, I didn't have, I should have prepared and had it to throw in the comments. But wherever you're watching the live, it is a link in the caption of the video where you can join or register. It is free to register to our celebration of 5 years in business. So it will be Wednesday, July 8th. 7 p.m. is virtual, so you can attend from anywhere, and there'll be a lot of prizes. I'm not even going to tell you the prizes. You'll go to the page to see it. When you sign up to register, you'll see the prizes. Okay? All right. So next week, I'll be prepared with the link. If you're on my email list, I'll send you an email in the morning. Hey, I'll send you an email in the morning where I'm letting you know or providing you the link to register for our celebration event. So have a great evening, and I will see you all next week, same place, same time, which will be June 23rd, the day after my dad's birthday. All right. Have a good one. Love you guys. See you next week.